Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Shawnee Mission School District TV. This time we are at Shawnee Mission West High School for the boys' game between the Vikings and the Lancers. This should be a very competitive game. Both teams are, I would say, pretty impressive. Two of the best teams in the district. For say South get thrown there. Northwest has made a comeback too later on. So really 5 great guys teams. So in this district, we're going to see 2 of them tonight. We're going to see the Lancers and we're going to see the Vikings. I'm going to first kick it over to my main man Matthew. He's going to talk a little bit more about those Lancers.
Hey, I'm Matthew Trichek, and starting off we have number 10, Will Coran. Now, Will Coran is a fine 5'11" senior guard out of Shawnee Mission East. Plays great. He's part of the senior leadership on this Shawnee Mission East team. Have a couple seniors, have a bunch of juniors, and a couple sophomores on this team. So Will Coran makes a great addition as one of the leaders of the team. Now, moving on to number 15, Zane Meeks. Zane Meeks is the 6'7" junior forward from SME. Now, he is just a presence on the basketball court. He is so tall, and he's just a great shooter. He's one of Shawnee Mission East's powerhouse on the court, so you're going to want to look out after him.
Thanks, Matthew. Now we're going to kick it over to Sam real quick. He's going to break down some of the Viking stars.
First, we have number 13, Cameron Southern. He's a 6'4" senior, 4-time varsity leader. He has a 15 PBG and a 5 RPG. And he plays top 5 on varsity. Also placing top 5 on varsity is Ring, number 35, a 6'6" junior, a 2-time varsity leader, and he's a forward for the West basketball team.
So both teams have some great athletes who will try to show off this evening. Both teams also been in and out of A-10's varsity top 25. West was in that earlier this season, and Shawnee Mission East just recently fell out of that poll during the last week, but they've usually fell around 20th to 24th in the city. This should be a great matchup between these two teams if they want to get momentum going into sub-state action now is coming up in just 2 weeks away, ladies and gentlemen. The last week of February, first week of March is when sub-state heats up for these two teams trying to buy their ticket to Coke Arena during the second week of March for the state tournament. As we break down some of the players here, you talk about Zane Meeks. He's a man I really love down low. He's a great presence. He was selected to play in the All-Star game coming up here around the KC area, some of the best athletes. He's going to be mixed around with some of the kids. Jordan Latham, who's committed to Northwestern. Yornay, who's going to Oklahoma State. Some of the prime athletes in our area. It's always fun to watch them play. We'll have that opportunity this evening. It was senior night too for Shawnee Mission West, and you never want to lose on senior night. Always an emotional night for these players and parents.
Yeah, I know we are expecting quite a great game tonight. It's going to be a close one. And Matt, I want to know what you think about the final score of the game. What do you say it's going to be?
Final score of the game, I think I like East in this one, even though it's Shawnee Mission West on their senior night. East to me just has that passion, that motivation. It's going to get the job done. Very close. I'm going to go 65-60 when it's all said and done.
Now, Sam, you go to Shawnee Mission West, so what do you think?
I would say that our varsity team has really improved, but I would also say that East would take the win with like a really close score.
All right, and I also expect an East victory tonight, but the score is, to be expected. Don't know how this game is going to generally go. Both teams can put up a lot in the baskets, and both teams do pretty decently as far as defense goes. So it's just going to be a tough matchup tonight for both teams.
Really excited for this game. We're going to flip it over to the public address announcer who will get this ball rolling.
And opportunities for personal growth of the participants. We're pleased to host our guests tonight from Shawnee Mission East High School. This competition is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Let's all work together to promote and achieve good sportsmanship. Good luck to both teams. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for our guests from East, number 5, a 6'1" senior, Kellen Bolton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, starting for your West Vikings, number 1, a 5'10" sophomore, Wesley Clark. For East, number 10, a 5'11" senior, Will Curran. And for your Vikings, number 10, a 6'4" senior, Branson Billinger. For East, number 11, a 6'6" senior, Jack Showman. And for Shawnee Mission West, number 13, a 6'4" senior, Cameron Southern. For the Lancers, number 15, a 6'7" junior, Zane Meeks. And for the Vikings, number 15, a 5'8" junior, Eric Rhymes. Finally, for the Lancers, number 23, a 6'1" junior, Noah Kurlbaum. And for the Vikings, number 35, a 6'6" senior, Ring. The Lancers are assisted by B.J. Hare and Ryan Ottmeyer with head coach Sean Hare. Shawnee Mission West is assisted by Hunter Henry, and the head coach of your Vikings is Ryan Darst. Please join me as we honor the soldiers of the United States military by standing, removing your hats, placing your hand over your heart for the Star-Spangled Banner. Colors tonight are presented by the Shawnee Mission West NJROTC, commanded by Cadet Master Chief Andrew B. Usher.
For the tip-off of this game between Shawnee Mission West and Shawnee Mission East. It's going to be a high-intensity and very competitive game. Even though that tip-off was not impressive to say the least. Zane Meeks will end up with the ball, and Kellen Bolton will take it up for Shawnee Mission East. Their goal is just try to use Zane as much as possible down low. Very athletic, very tall, can clear the glass very well, and that is the goal for East. Get that ball down low, and a great pass from Meeks. Basket good by number 11, Jack Showman, gets them on the board for East. Shawnee Mission West with the basketball, ring drives in, but he's stripped away.
Oh, and Keelan Bolton with the ball. Now, we don't want to forget Bolton's speed. He's an incredible basketball player and he's really fast up and down the court. So that's also going to be another key to Shawnee Mission East's hopeful victory by me tonight.
Yep, Bolton was fun to watch on the basketball team. Even though East ran a triple offense set, whenever they would throw it long, you knew it was going to him, and he could beat about any safety in coverage. turnover there by East. The West basketball, number 15, Eric Rhymes takes the ball at the court. And Ring at the top by Meeks. That's going to be the match of the night, in my opinion. Ball off the mark, rebounded by Showman. Will be Ring versus Meeks. That's going to be fun to watch this evening.
Shawnee Mission East has a lot of height. As you said, Jack Schumann, who's now at the top of the court right about now, still a lot of height on this team, so they could use that to their advantage.
And Jack Schumann's also signed with Colorado State next year, so he'll be continuing his career, very athletic, and he'll be a good addition to the Rams next season. A good drive in the lane, just off the mark, rebounded by Showman. And Bolton showing off the speed with the drive and the feed to number 23, Noah Curlbaum, with the bucket.
Got a whistle. It's untied shoes.
Nothing like those untied shoes. Ball in bounds. West basketball, looking for their first points of the evening. Pass the ball to number 1, Clark Wesley. He's calling for a screen. He gets his screen, trying to drive in the kick out for a 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Ring. And we're gonna have a jump ball called. Ring and Bolton down low, sticks their hands on the ball, and that will be a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Vikings.
Those bottom corner shots for three-pointers, those are always very risky to take. Good thing they got the rebound, though. Another three-pointer, and just off the mark.
That shot was taken by number 1, Wesley Clark. I do like that look, though, off the inbounds pass. He had some space. I like that look there from Wesley Clark. Will remain West basketball. Ring with the inbound. And they'll kick it back out. That ball can go over and back in the situation because there's not established in the front court yet. The drive and the jumper. That goes off the mark, rebounded by Meeks. That shot was attempted by Cameron Southern.
Keelan Bolton down. Going around the ring.
East will try to set up their offense. Up 4-0 here with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. West doing a good job not letting them work inside, but they find a way inside, and a good pass down to Showman. Or excuse me, number 23, Noah Curlbaum, who was fouled on the play. That foul was called number 35, Ring, his first, team first. At the line, shooting to number 23, Noah Curlbaum. It's up and it's good for now. Gets a 3 on the evening. The second free throw. It's up and is off the front iron, rebounded by West. They try to cut this 5-0 deficit here early on in the game. Cameron Southern will take the ball up. But he quickly gives it away. A 3-point opportunity. It's off the back rim. That was attempted by number 15, Eric Rhymes. We're going to have a loose ball foul.
You know, if Shawnee Mission West wants to come back from this 5-0 deficit, they're going to need to make those shots. I don't know if shooting three-pointers is necessarily what they need to do now.
And that latest foul was called on number 10, Noah Curlbaum. Pardon me, Will Coran was the foul. Ball is tipped and is slapped into an East player. That was slapped into Noah's face. The ball goes off of him and will stay West basketball. And Ring gives it to the other team here.
That'll be number 10, Will Coran, with the ball. He finds whoever's open. That's Keelan Bolton. Tries to take the 3 maybe, but realizes he's not quite outside of that line.
And turnover there, Ring with it. A good give and go to number 15, who is fouled at the rim hard by number 10, Will Curran.
He's fouled on number 10, Will Curran. Personal second team foul.
That is his second foul already. And number 15, Eric Rhymes, the line shooting 2, so we'll definitely see a substitution there 4, Will, and you see 3 Lancers going to check in after this free throw attempt. It's up, and it's good. Number 14, Ben Dollar checks in, along with number 32, Andy Maddox, and number 21, Charlie Moreland. So a mass substitution there for East. Head coach Sean Hare putting in the replacements early on in this game. The second one's up and good.
Another thing about Sean Hare, he's such fun to watch just on the sidelines. You'll see he never sits down and just gets really into the game, kind of not unlike a college basketball coach. He really fits the picture.
Bolton there with the nice little move to draw the foul, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. The foul was called on number 1, Wesley Clark. At the line shooting 2 will be Kellen Bolton here, trying to extend this lead from 5 to 2. It's good.
Keelan Bolton, a great shooter.
He's just a good overall athlete, the type of person you want to have on your team. He can make special plays when he needs to. That ball rims out, rebounded by Ring. West with the basketball. The drive in, the good pass to Ring down low. The ball is up, and it goes in. The first points for Ring this evening. There's a good press there played by West, but a foul will be called on number 1, Wesley Clark. That will be his second personal foul. Third team foul, so he picks up a quick 2 fouls, and he will check in. Checking in is number 24, Ben Woods, to replace, not Ben Woods, Markel Hood checks in for Wesley Clark.
Number 11, Jack Schumann throwing into Keelan Bolton at the top. Long pass all the way over.
Very risky pass. Bolton, a good drive, a good dish. Just shot off the mark. That's a good job by East, though, getting the opportunity, getting that little baby J, the shot that they want to get this evening. It just didn't fall, and some of them won't. They get the double team on Ring, but he gives it up to Markel Hood, who gets the basket, gets his first points of the evening. The drive down low, scooped up by West, in transition, off the hands of Hood, who goes into the crowd, but stepped out of bounds before tossing it back in. It will be East basketball.
Wow, you can already tell that this game is going to be fast-paced. These players are going to be tired by the end. I can only bet on it.
Shawnee Mission East with the basketball. Sort of what we saw in the girls' game earlier on is sloppy possessions by both teams, allowing the other team to get a turnover. That's something you don't want to get. Early on, you want to have good ball security and at least put a shot up and give an opportunity to get points in these possessions.
Yeah, if either team wants to make a good run for the lead, they're going to want to be clean and they're going to want to play it safe and smart. Smart teams find ways to win. I take that quote from my dad.
It's a very good quote to recite at this moment. 6-6 here, 2:33. East for 3, and it rattles in.
Those hangers, you're always unsure if they're going to go in or not, but once they do, wave of relief.
Left the crowd hanging on that one, but it goes in. That was number 11, Jack Showman, with the 3-point basket. A good steal by Bolton, showing his speed, and he takes it to the house with the 5.
Incredible dunking precision from Keelan Bolton. That is to be expected from this player.
It's always fun to watch high school players dunk. It's a skill that not very many of them have. You know, when you get to the college level, basically any player can dunk, and certainly with the pros. But at high school, only the select few have the elevation to get up there and make the crowd go wild, as Kellen just did in that situation. And even though a dunk's only worth 2 points, just like the rest of the shots, momentumly, which is not a word, but I'll make it a word tonight, means a lot more.
Another attempt from Keelan Bolton to shoot the basket. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds.
Substitution for East, number 30, Seamus Carroll.
Number 30, Seamus Carroll, and number 23, Noah Curlbaum check in for the Lancers, as we see Sean Hare doing a lot of substitution, likes to keep the legs fresh out there, especially in a game where West likes to press you, or likes to play defense that's, I would say, a tighter style of defense. You know, they're close down the perimeters and they're locking down the interior. You need to expend more energy in this type of situations. East basketball, they're up by 5 here with 1:10 to go. A 3-point basket's on the way. And this time does not get the friendly roll, picked up by Hood, who is fouled there by a Lancer.
Number 30, Seamus Carroll on that foul. First foul of the night.
Number 30, Jack Durst for Ring.
Jack Durst checks in for the Lancers. West basketball here down by 5. Very manageable here early on in this game. A low-scoring game so far. Only 11-6 with 1 minute to go in the first quarter, but we expect that to pick up. Both teams playing very good defense so far this quarter. The jump shot in and out attempted by number 13, Cameron Southern. There's that West with that press defense. Almost picks the pocket of Bolton, who kicks it out for the 3-point basket, and that is a little bit off the mark. Shot was attempted by number 30, Seamus Carroll, as the West fans remind him that that ball did not touch any rim or backboard or anything.
A lot of great atmosphere in here tonight. Feels like a high school basketball game, and that's what you want.
A good dish and a 3-point basket to answer by Cameron Southern. Great drive there by Eric Rhymes and the dish to him for that 3-point basket.
Just about 25 seconds left here in the first corner. Shawnee Mission East has the ball. Looks like they're gonna go in. Oh, and a sneaky pass up towards the bottom. That is a shot made by number 32, Andy Maddox.
Andy Maddox, who's also the quarterback of Shawnee Mission East, gets his first bucket of the evening. He's also fun to watch in the triple option as well. They put up the floater, no good, ball tip. We see the referee say it went out on West. It'll be East basketball here with 2.1 to go.
Returning to the lineup for the Vikings, number 35, Ring for number 10, Branson Gilbert.
Seems to be just a little bit of confusion on the court.
2.1 to go. Zane driving. No shot got off. A close one, though, from half court. The shot does not fall. After one, the score. Lancers 13, Vikings 9. Ladies and gentlemen, join us for a fundraiser to support Broadmoor Bistro, the Shawnee Mission School District. Visit Pizzeria Locale on Oak Park, located at 11875 West 90th Street. This Tuesday, February 20th, from 4 to 10 p.m. If you mention this fundraiser, 50% of your purchase will be donated to the Broadmoor Bistro, benefiting the students and the Shawnee Mission School District.
You know that picture on your screen says, help raise needed dough. Quite a good pun for that.
Indeed.
I'm all about those puns.
Now back to the game here. Good defense so far, I would say, from both teams. 13-9. You think the score would be more of a 4-point game? I would say an 18-14 type of game is what I expected it to be. The defense has really stepped up, created a lot of turnovers. Now the offense has just got to simplify, get the open looks, and if you're East, pound it down low with Maddox to get some buckets.
Shawnee Mission East has had a little bit of trouble considering their defensive strategy, specifically citing the Shawnee Mission East Rockers game. Unfortunately, that was a losing battle for the Lancers. Their defense to blame, but it looks like they've stepped up. They practiced what they needed to do. Both teams' defense has just been amazing this game.
The Rockers is no sloucher team, so they're one of the best teams in the state. They're in the top 10 by A10 varsity, so that's not a bad team to lose to. Even though Eastern Rockers have a very big rivalry, it's tough to lose it, but definitely not a bad team. And a great pass down low to number 5, Kellen Bolton, who gets the easy 2, and he gets him 5 points on the evening. Taking the ball will be number 15, Eric Rhymes. East going with the trap, double team type of defensive set. Trying to create confusion and create turnovers. Pass down low to Ring, who gives it off, but it's picked up by Maddox.
East with the ball yet again. Coming down.
Kellen Bolton with it, looking around. Pass down to Meeks, down low, who's grinding with the post and toast. Missed it. Get the offensive rebound, puts it back up, and he is fouled by number 24, Markel Hood. It'll be Hood's first foul. Going to the line shooting 2 will be Zane Meeks.
Now when you mention varsity basketball to any Lancer, the first name that pops into their head is Zane Meeks. Zane Meeks, one of the most memorable players on this team.
First is up and off the back iron. And Zane Meeks will certainly not be ending his career when he leaves the doors of Shawnee Mission East. He has a lot of D1 offers so far outside in the college recruiting world, which is a very confusing world for most of us to understand. Only the very best athletes get to continue their dream at a Division I university, especially if you were to go to a Power 5 Division I university. A long three for Hood. That goes off the mark, saved to a Lancer that hits off the ring and goes out of bounds. So Marco Hood trying to get the team back down by 7. You don't really need those types of shots at this stage of the game. Very manageable deficit.
At the bottom to Meeks, makes that three-pointer. Now a lot of times when Zane Meeks shoots the ball, you'll hear the Shawnee Mission East student section sound almost as if they're booing, but this is not a boo. It's kind of like how Mike Moustakis has his own cheer. People go like Moose, but for Meeks, people go like Meeks.
It's a good chanting name, I would say.
It's a good chanting name.
He's playing press defense up at the top, allowing West to get any type of look in the three-point set. We're gonna have a foul called down low on the Lancers. On number 11, Jack Showman, his first, team fourth.
Now, if you're Shawnee Mission West, you are going to want to utilize as many of these fouls as you can. Being down by 10 points, anything could happen in this game, but it's harder to come back from 10 than it is from a score like 3 or 4. So let's see if they can recoup and get another basket in here.
Driving down low, they kick out in the corner. So far, West has shot a lot of threes, but unable to penetrate the post. A good rebound, and the putback goes for number 13, Cameron Southern. He leads the team with 5 points so far. But East out in transition, not wasting any time, but we're gonna have a charge on the play. And it'll be West basketball. Foul was called on number 23, Noah Curlbaum, his first for the charge.
All right, Shawnee Mission West gonna slow it down. They're gonna try their best. Oh, but they do try to pick things up just a little bit. They wanna play smart. They wanna get to the basket, and that is in. That looks like it's number 35, Ring. Another great shooter for Shawnee Mission West.
He's a very good presence down low for West. A man they're going to definitely need tonight to be on this game if they want to win. East will slow the ball down. 6-point lead here with 5:10 to go in the second quarter. They're in no hurry.
Yeah, they don't want to necessarily rush too much.
That backdoor cut was beautiful. And it's going to be an and one opportunity. Basket good by number 23, Noah Curlbaum. The foul was called on number 1, Wesley Clark, which is a big one because that is number 3 on Wesley Clark so far in the second quarter. So he will set the rest of the half and most likely a majority of the third quarter. A huge loss for the Vikings. The free throw is up and no good. Eric Rhymes will take the ball up. We have a foul called on Shawnee Mission West. Offensive foul called on number 35. That'll be Ring, second foul. Still, I don't pull him. Only 2 fouls. If he picks up the third, though, that's when you're going to have to sub him out to protect his ability to stay in the game in the second half.
You want to have these players in the game, your key players. If they get out, if they get too many fouls, then just might be it for the game.
Good pass to Meeks with the jam down low.
St. Meeks, just that Shawnee Mission East presence down low. It's nothing like it.
Shawnee Mission West trying to get some offense going. They trail by 10 early on, or midway through the second quarter, and we're going to have a foul called. Looks like a hand check up top. So tough to foul as a coach. You don't really want to see that foul. It was called on number 5, Kellen Bolton, his first. You know, coach is not going to complain if you foul a guy hard who's driving to the lane and they have no opportunity to get an and one opportunity. But the little chick check fouls at the top of the key, those are the ones that coaches want to eliminate to just rack up the foul total. Ball's kicked out to Cameron Southern. They'll kick it to the point guard, Eric Rhymes, to try to set the offense up. West really needing the basket. They have not scored this half. We're going to have a foul called there on the baseline. So it'll be Shawnee Mission West basketball. Looks like the foul was called on number 23, Noah Curlbaum, his second. Checking in for the Lancers, number 21, Charlie Moreland. At the line for a 1-on-1, number 15, Eric Rhymes.
Rhymes' shot is no good. West still gets the ball. Going around the top, the three-pointer from no man's land. Ooh.
We have a foul called, looks like on the Vikings. The Vikings not doing themselves a favor by missing the free throw. They do get the offensive rebound for a second opportunity, but they fire another three up. And another miss from behind the arc. Foul was called on number 5 on the Vikings. That is Emilio Elliott Jr.
Looks like number 14, Ben Dollar, is on the line.
For a 1-on-1, I believe. This is one where you gotta make the first. The second one, you can miss it in a way. Try to get the rebound, but that first one's the free points from the cherry stripe, and Ben Dollar knocks it down. His first points of the evening. It's an 11-point ball game with 3:56 to go in the second quarter. It's up, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by number 33.
All right, Shawnee Mission West, you really want to utilize your time. You got 3 minutes and about 45 seconds. You want to just take it slow, get as many baskets as you can. Try not to rush, because if you rush, that could be bad news for you.
Almost thrown away by Bolton with his quick hands. The shot from 3, fouled, and they're going to count the basket for number 15, Eric Rhymes. A chance for a 4-point play, the type of momentum booster West needs.
Yeah, this doesn't happen too much here in high school basketball, but when it does, it's always pretty exciting to see.
Checking in for the Lancers, number 10, Will Curran.
Takes out Keelan Bolton, sitting out for just a bit.
Eric Rhymes at the line, shooting one, trying to get a 4-point play to pull west, excuse me. Closer, and he makes it. It gives him 7 points on the evening. East will take the ball up with 3 minutes and change to go.
24-17, Shawnee Mission East.
The drive into the lane has no one open, but kicks it out. They do not fire the 3. They're going to slow it down even more. I thought one of them would pop it. Maybe Maddox will, even though he's not a 3-point specialist. I could see him from that shot drilling that one home.
Got the ball. Just dribbling. He's trying, passes off. It's that Ben Dollar.
We're going to have a push-off called on Maddox, his first foul. Trying to get that rebound, but just pushed it a little bit too far.
Looks like we got 2 coming in for Shawnee Mission East, and 1 coming in from Shawnee Mission West.
Zane Meeks and number 11, Jack Showman, check in for the Lancers, giving them a little bit more height down low. It's up, and it is no good. Rebounded by
Zane
Meeks.
Passes it off to Karan. He's got the ball at the top, running down. Passing it around the horn a little bit. Going down. That layup is good.
Oh, but a charge is called. So the basket did go in, but there's going to be a foul called on the charge on number 10, Will Corinne, and that is foul number 3 on Corinne. So a huge foul as the coach over there for Shawnee Mission East, Sean Hare, rubs his hands through his hair, having to pull one of his best players, one of his best ball handlers out of the game for a considerable amount of time with 3 fouls. Ball is off the mark, rebounded by Maddox.
Nevertheless, some impressive shots by Shawnee Mission West. If you're going to make those shots, they just need to go in. And I believe West does have the spirit to do that. Shawnee Mission East with the ball. At the top, we got Jack Schumann passing off to... Passing it around just a little bit.
The 3-pointers up.
There's the angle.
And it is good from number 11, Jack Schumann. He's the team leader so far with 8 points on the evening. Ball is piddled around, but kept up by West. Hood driving in. He's going to be a charge called. He pushed off number 21 there.
The Lancers look happy with that.
And now a foul will be called on Hood.
Shawnee Mission West foul number 24, Markel Hood. Second personal, team's 8th foul. Entering the game for East.
Passing it into Jack Schumann. Now Schumann and Meeks, both very tall, great shooters. The duality of these two players, they just play off very well within the team.
Under 1:30 to go. East looking for that perfect shot. They're up by 10 here.
If they want to keep the lead, they're going to want to act now. Solidify an early victory.
Yeah, good move in by Zane Meeks. He get himself another basket. He is now the team's leading scorer with 9 points so far this game. We've hit the 1 minute mark here in the second quarter. The turnover.
Stolen. Zane Meeks going down, dodging. Oh, and barely missing some interference by a Viking.
Foul will be called on Markel Hood. I believe that's his 3rd personal. We'll get an official call from the scorer there. And Markel Hood just ruined a good dunk by Zane Meek. He's doing what his team wants in the foul, but not what the fans want. The fans want the dunk. So it's a little sad not to see that there. The line shooting two will be number 15, Zane Meeks. First one's up. It's off the mark. Checking in for the Lancers, number 13, Jack Workman, and Logan Weinke for the Vikings will check in. 52 seconds to go in the half. Meeks' second free throw is up, and it is good. That gives them a cool 10 points on the evening. As Meeks will be subbed out here, looks like a little breather going into halftime as he's played well in the first half.
Shawnee Mission East has been doing very well in this first half, but those Vikings, I know they can come back. They're a powerful team, and we may be talking positively about them, but it's not like these Vikings don't have it in them. So Shawnee Mission East, in order to solidify this lead, they're going to need to play it safe on defense.
Another 3-point for the Vikings. This one does not fall. That was attempted by number 13, Cameron Southern. Oh, a bad pass there from the Lancers. Gives the opportunity for West to drive to the basket, and they convert. That basket was good by number 5, Emilio Elliott Jr. to pull them within 11 with 10 seconds to go. East will dribble out the clock and take the last shot here. Kellen Bolton with the ball.
Holds it just for a little. Oh,
Carroll.
It's knocked out.
Deontay Carroll with the ball. Ball is tipped away with 4 seconds to go in the second half.
Keelan Bolton on the side. Referee's going to hand him the ball to throw in. 3 seconds left.
Go with the give and go. Bolton, a good drive to the buzzer, just unable to finish. But that's the type of play you want to see. A great inbounds play gives Bolton an opportunity to score. Just goes a little bit awry in that situation.
30-19, Shawnee Mission East. That is the end of the first half.
And now we're going to kick it over to our sideline reporter, Josh Sherfy. Josh, take it away, my man.
Thanks, guys. I have Mrs. Debbie Catsby here, the athletic director at Shawnee Mission East. And we're going to talk about how Shawnee Mission East has avoided that Tuesday slump tonight. It's kind of hard to play on Tuesday nights. What has East done well tonight to keep this lead?
I tell you what, the student body and the pep club, as well as all the basketball guys, really get their peers and their students excited and their friends about coming out and supporting. And I'm real proud of the Lancers. They really do follow each other no matter what game's going on, whether it's a Tuesday or Friday.
Yeah, and it certainly does make a difference to have the students involved in the game, especially on a Tuesday night. But for the rest of the season, really, what are you looking for this Lancer basketball team to have success in the postseason tournaments and ultimately get to state?
I tell you what, Sean Hare and the coaching staff do a terrific job of motivating the kids for each and every game, whether it's a Tuesday night or the very last game of the year or the start of postseason play. They focus on each play, each minute, and each game, and they don't look ahead. They just look at what is going on tonight, and so they focus on the here and the now. So I know that when the time comes, they'll be ready.
Awesome, great mindset from Shawnee Mission East. Thank you very much, Ms. Catsby, and good luck to the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josh, for that wonderful interview. We're now going to kick it over to the public address announcer for tonight's presentation. Enjoy.
Connor plans to attend Johnson County Community College after graduating. Next is Nicole Maxwell. She's a flutist. She's escorted by her mom, Mindy Schwein. She plans on attending and majoring in animation at Columbus College in Chicago. She is also a member of the German Club. Next is Bailey Olin. Bailey plays the clarinet. Tonight she's escorted by her parents, Mary and Joseph Olin. She plans on attending Wichita State University, majoring in accounting with a minor in Spanish. She's also a member of National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, and a math cadet. Next is Micah Reeves, a percussionist. Micah is escorted by Mike and Cecily Reeves. She's going to go to college to become a nurse practitioner. She'll either go to the University of St. Mary or Park University. Next is Austin Segabart. Austin plays the euphonium. Tonight he's escorted by Angela Masters Quick, Robert Quick, and Brian Segabart. He plans to attend Johnson County Community College and explore the different career paths in music and in technology. Our next senior is Rachel Silverstein. Rachel is a percussionist. She's escorted by Jennifer and Matthew Silverstein. She plans to go to college to study molecular biology. Rachel is also a member of National Honor Society and French National Honor Society. Our next pep band senior, Haley Webb. Haley plays the flute and the piccolo. She is escorted by her mom, Kathy Webb, and her dad, John Webb. Haley will be attending K-State to study animal sciences and veterinary medicine. Haley has also played tennis and was a member of the swim team, as well as National Honor Society. Our final Shawnee Mission West band senior is Ian Wright. Ian is a trombonist. Ian is escorted by Philip Wright, his father, and Elaine Wright, his mother. Ian plans to serve a 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints after graduation. Ian is also a member of National Honor Society and the swim team. Again, thank you, seniors, for helping create the West home basketball experience. We appreciate all your contributions.
Welcome back into the studio. I'm Matthew Owens.
I'm Samantha Brewer.
And I'm Matthew Trichek.
And that was a very entertaining first half of basketball. The one thing that stuck out to me the most is East defense. They really put a toll on West offense. They really had no answer for it. They threw up a couple three-pointers in frantic mode. They couldn't drive inside, and very rarely would they see a backdoor cut available for that basket. Let's go over to Matt with a little breakdown of the East defense.
Yeah, definitely. Shawnee Mission East defense really worked to it. They just didn't let the Shawnee Mission West Vikings in. They were scrambling around the top of the arc, and they really just held a solid wall against them. It's 30-19. Shawnee Mission East up at the half, so it's going to be an interesting game. I would be wary of those Shawnee Mission West Vikings, though, because they do have a few tricks up their sleeves. Ring is a great shooter, and if they stick true to this defensive pattern and if they don't let up, then this could be a Shawnee Mission East victory today.
Let's kick over to Sam real quick. He's going to talk about what does West need to do to get back in this game, at least make this competitive in the fourth quarter.
I'd say that West, we have a very strong fighting team when it comes when we're down, and when we come back in, we always fight for the win. But I feel like it'll end very close, but we're keeping our defense pretty tight, so I feel like that's our positive side of our.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. We're gonna throw it over to a Shawnee Mission West winter sports video. So enjoy.
Welcome back to the booth here. That was a nice video detailing Shawnee Mission West winter sports. Kudos to their video team and whoever put that together. But now let's shoot it over to the Shawnee Mission East Lancers basketball video. Enjoy.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Welcome back. That was a very nice video made by our own Drake Woods, Shawnee Mission School District TV crew, cameraman tonight. You know, that was all original music he used there, made by himself and another one who goes to this school. Very nice music on that. How about this game?
It's a good game so far between these two teams. I'm not surprised with the halftime result, 30-19. I predicted a 5-point victory for East. I probably should have done around a 10-point win after seeing that first half. They really dominated the post. Meeks, my guy down low with a cool 10 points in the paint. Coming back, really strong presence down low. And Ring, this second half really needs to make a point. I didn't see him a lot in the first half. He did do a couple nice rebounds, but from the scoring standpoint, I need to see more from him in the second half if they want to win.
Yeah, and Sam, how do you think this game is going to go?
I feel like West will come back very strong in the second half, with Eric Grimes being one of our top shooters on the team. I feel like he needs to put more points up. I feel like they're just slack in the first half, but I definitely feel like they're going to come back.
You know, the Shawnee Mission West girls varsity team did come back against the Lancers in this previous game tonight, so we could see another one of those tonight. We don't know yet. About a minute and 30 left until this game starts up again.
I just want to see some more dunks from Meeks and Ring. So
yeah.
And Bolton too. They can all do it. I like to see them in the second half because as a fan and a commentator at the same time, it's always fun to watch those types of high motivating plays.
Definitely. You know, I love Ring. His name's got a nice ring to it. I'm sorry about that.
Have a nice ring. Sort of like Your and A up there at Lee's Summit West. You know, the names that are not very common. We're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen, but don't go away. Maybe use the restroom or something. That's about it, because you're going to come back for more heart-pounding action here. SMSD TV. And we are back to the Nordic House of the Nordics, the Shawnee Mission West Vikings here in Overland Park, Kansas, for the second half of Shawnee Mission East versus Shawnee Mission West basketball here on Shawnee Mission School District TV. I'm Matthew Owens.
I'm Samantha Brewer.
I'm Matthew Trichek, and I'm wondering, will these Vikings sail their ship into victory tonight? They're sure going to have to overcome a bunch of obstacles. We've got at least an 11-point lead by the Lancers.
That ball is off the back rim, rebounded by Bolton. He's going to push it up and take his time. You see down low, Ring currently not on Meeks. He is guarding the other big man down low, Jack Showman, coming at 6'6", so he does have a little height working for him.
Yes, definitely a lot of spirit in here tonight. We got both the Shawnee Mission West cheerleaders and the Shawnee Mission East cheerleaders, along with very hyped up student sections. They want to see a good game, and this is a high-octane game.
Good pass down low to Zane Meeks. Gets him a cool dozen points for the evening, and increases this lead to 32-19. West trying to pull back, down by 13. A good drive in there from Ring Ring, just as we talked about before we came on the air in the second half, as Ring Ring really needed to get going down low for them to have any chance. Basket good by Kellen Bolton there on the layup.
All right, Shawnee Mission West with the ball. Is that Ring Ring again down low for another shot? Man, this is exactly what we wanted to see from Shawnee Mission West as they try to come back against the Lancers.
Ring Ring trying to power through down low. Really the best odds, I think, of West trying to make a comeback here. Their shooting has not showed me anything tonight that would make the Lancers scared at all. For the three for the Lancers, off the mark. That was attempted by number 23, Noah Curlbaum.
It's hard to shoot from down there.
We're gonna have a foul called on the floor before the shot. I believe the foul's on number 23, but we'll get the official word from the referee. It was on 23. That is his third personal foul. Be a throw-in foul, no free throws. As Zane Meeks checks out, a little surprising here from Coach Sean Hare. He goes in with Maddox, the taller of the two, but I think I'd rather have Zane Meeks down low, facing Ring Ring. Move off the mark there by
Shawnee
13,
Mission.
Cameron Southern.
Shawnee Mission East with the ball again. It's like Charlie Moreland, pass off to Keelan Bolton. Takes it at the top.
A three-point basket is good from number 11, Jack Showman. Gives him 11 on the evening. We have two Lancers in double digit, Showman and Meeks. Good backdoor cut, just a little off the mark from number 13, Cameron Southern. But they get the ball right back. Another opportunity off the mark, this third chance, this possession, and it goes in good by Cameron Southern.
I would say West shooting tonight is not as impressive as it has been in the past games.
Both teams under a lot of pressure tonight. It is a Tuesday night, Tuesday slump, as you were saying earlier, Matt.
As it goes off the rim from Southern. East in transition. The three is up, and it is no good, attempted by Jack Sherman. Yeah, these Tuesday night games are sort of hard to get pumped up for. Friday night, you got the weekend to worry about. You're gonna have fun times then. You got more of a crowd here. Even though they have a good crowd tonight, it's still a Tuesday night, so less than what we would see on a Friday night.
Some of these basketball players might even have homework. You know, they are students first, although we love to see them on the court. There could be some chemistry work going on. Certainly a lot of chemistry between the players out here on the court. Lots of friendships. People play basketball together.
That's off the mark from number 10, Branson Billinger. And like you said, they are student athletes, especially when these teams go on these type of road trips where they miss 2 to 3 days of school. That can be hard for these athletes to get back into classroom form, especially if they're taking, especially when they are taking advanced classes.
Branson Billinger at the line. He was also the receiver on a football team along with Wesley Clark as their QB.
So yeah, definitely multi-sport athletes. Basketball and combining that with other sports, it can be a little hard. Both of them use a lot of different muscles and have a lot of different muscle memory involved with them. So kudos to them for being such great athletes.
Tone Bolton will take the ball up, trying to go off a sort of pick and roll type of thing with Meeks. Meeks and number 30, Jack Durst, fighting it down in the paint. Trying to get some post up. A good move by Meeks, but blocked. He gets his own rebound, hands in the middle, and there will be a jump ball called. Looks like it will remain with East. Jump ball with the Lancers. 4:37 to go in the third quarter here. East up by 11.
Keelan Bolton throwing in, gets it to Meeks, gets it back to Bolton. He's in the middle, goes up, the layup is good.
Good move there by Kellen Bolton. Gets another 2 points, has 9 for the evening, including that very impressive dunk earlier on in this game. West trying to get some offense going, trying to drive down low. The floater, he was fouled on the shot by Meeks. I don't know about that one, but the refs called it, and he will go to the line. That foul was on Meeks. His first. So that's a good thing about Meeks too. He's a big man. He's staying out of foul trouble. That's a lot of problem you see with players, formerly a Shaq or a Dwight Howard. Some of those they get into foul trouble. You know, they're averaging 4 to 5 fouls a game, which limits their effectiveness down the end of a game, the last 2 to 3 minutes, if they have 4 or 5 fouls.
All right, Eric Grimes' first shot was good. West is going to definitely need these free throws as much as they can, being down how much they are. As he prepares to take his second shot. Just outside.
Rebounded by Meeks. Like you said, Matthew, very crucial for West to make their free throws. They don't get a lot of opportunities to create open spaces, so they're going to have to take advantage of those at the line.
Yeah, they're going to want to need these wide open spaces in order to get in and actually go down and get these layups that they need, or even the three-pointers if they, which, you know, they're definitely going to need them.
He's looking for a window here to try to increase their lead. They'll kick it back out to Bolton, who will run the offense again. The lob down to Meeks, who is fouled at the post. So Meeks will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called was on number 30, Jack Durst, his second. Meeks at the line shooting 2. Meeks currently has 12 points. His first one's up, and it is good. Rattles in. Ben Dollar checks in for the Lancers here. Zane Meeks will have one more free throw opportunity. It's up, and it rattles in and out. They're still up 13 with 3:25 to go in the game. Excuse me, third quarter.
Shawnee Mission West at the top with the ball. They're going to go around, pass it a few times.
The kick out, decides not to shoot. Hood pulls it down. A wild pass is stolen by 21, who takes it to the hole.
Charlie Moreland with the layup.
His first points of the game. He read that like a defensive back right there, scooping out like a honey badger and taking it to the hoop. That shot is off the mark, attempted by Cameron Southern, who's had a rough night. He has 7 points, but he has missed a lot of the shots that you usually see fall for him.
Shawnee Mission West wants to come back. They're going to need to make those shots. Keelan Bolton with the ball at the top. Charlie Moreland, Ben Dollar, Keelan Bolton, Zane Meeks. Looks like a foul.
Returning to the game for Shawnee Mission West, number 15, Eric Grimes.
Number 15, Eric Grimes. Number 10, Branson Billinger check in for the Vikings. Just inside of 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 15-point game. Sort of what we expected going into this game. We're not too surprised by the score right now. We'll see if West, though, can find a way to get back this game within a 4 or 5 point margin in the fourth quarter and make a last-second run to try to win the game at the end.
Anything can happen in the game of basketball.
Ring on the outside. He'll try to drive in with some smooth handles. The ball just doesn't fall. He gets his own rebound. The putback is good for Ring.
There we go. Seemed like the Shawnee Mission West crowd loved that from Ring. A 3-point attempt. It is good.
By number 14 on that play, Ben Dollar. That's his 4th point of the evening, his first made basket.
You know, he's got a long wingspan. He's a great defender, but if you can also shoot along with that, that could make you a deadly threat on the court.
It can indeed. That dual threat action you hear a lot as a quarterback, as a person who's able to run and pass, but it's very underrated in the game of basketball, being able to rebound and shoot.
Keelan Bolton's heading that away. Oh,
and he'll be fouled. Good foul though by number 15, Eric Rhymes, if that's who it's called on. They both sort of stuck their hands in there. I don't know yet. Oh, they're going to call it on number 33, Logan Winkie. The line shooting 2 for Bolton. It's up and just off the back iron. Checking in for the Lancers, number 30, Seamus Carroll. Second free throw for Bolton.
it is good. Goes with the Lancers, 46. Shawnee Mission West, 29 with 1 minute and 20 seconds left here at the Shawnee Mission West home stadium.
A three-pointer on the way, but he is fouled on the shot. And that looked like number 33, Logan Winkie. And he'll go line to shoot 3. Kellen Bolton will join the double-digit club after that free throw attempt. He now has 10 points. That foul was called on the Lancers. Number 14, Ben Dollar, his first personal. Team number 4.
Another good free throw for number 33, Logan Winkie.
So Lancers came into the half with a 11-point lead, and they have expanded it this half. Another missed free throw there by the Vikings. It's up, and it's good. Makes it a 15-point game here with 1:13 to go in the third.
Shawnee Mission East with the ball. Keelan Bolton taking it down. He's at the top. Pass it off. Ben Dollar. Charlie Moreland gets the ball, passes it around, goes for the three-point attempt and makes it, expanding it to a 49-31 game. It's going to be tough for these Vikings to take the helm back.
That's the first points tonight for Seamus Carroll. He gets that three-point basket to fall. So the lead just increases for the Vikings. The drive in, the ball gets wedged in between the basket. The basket will not count.
Keelan Bolton showing his hops, getting that bell down.
Foul is on number 14, Ben Dollar, his second. Team's 5th. At the line, shooting 2, number 35, Ring.
All these players so skillful at what they do. I mean, it's almost like it's a business for them. They go to school, but then after school, they come onto the courts and they just dominate it.
Ring with 12 points so far this evening. 16-point deficit for the Vikings. We'll see if they can clamp down the defense. If you're East, I bet you just take the last shot here. There's no point to risk a turnover unless you have a wide open layup. Therefore, you would take it. Clock ticking down. We have 21 seconds to go. The drive in, the throw out. Almost a backcourt violation, but saved there by, looks like number 10, Will Craig. A three-point basket's up, off the mark. Ball rebounded by the Vikings. You just don't want a foul. Kicked out to Ring, who will chuck it from half court.
Amazing shot, but just off the mark.
Those are always fun to judge. You never know the distance or the trajectory, but they're always fun to see go up. So, the Broadmoor Bistro is taking reservations for an evening with focus on regional American cuisine with guest chef Joe Bonaparte, the executive director of the International Culinary Institute of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The dinner will be February 27th at the Center for Academic Achievement, located located at 8200 West 71st Street, Overland Park, Kansas. Log on to www.broadmoorbistro.org for more information. This is a chance to get a James Beard winning Michelin star chef, get his meal, and able to support public schools as well. So a double win for all people who attend.
Yeah, not a surprise for the Center for Academic Achievement. That is a new building for the Shawnee Mission School District as of this year. Very impressive building. Culinary arts, medical sciences, game production, so many different types of classes you can take there. Very big asset for our school district. Let's get back to some basketball as we come into the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go in this game. Can Shawnee Mission West take the lead?
West really needs to get out and quick in this game. The 3 points up, and it's good. No good, excuse me. Rebounded by Ring Ring. Ball, I would think goes off Ring Ring foot, and it does. The East ball with 7:48 to go.
Zane Meeks looks pretty excited at that call.
And if you're East, you just want to take 30 to 40 seconds off each possession. Just let this clock drain down. You don't want to risk injuries when you're up by 16 at this stage of the game. Again, a very low-scoring game, 49 to 33. The East defense has been tremendous in limiting West opportunities.
Yeah, if you're Shawnee Mission West, you're just going to want to try and get as many points in as possible. And that is exactly what they're trying to do. Looks like Ring Ring has another three-pointer tonight.
Off the mark, though. That's not what you want from East. You don't want those quick possessions. You can give West a chance to get right back in. The drive to the lane, and one. Basket was good by number 15, Eric Rhymes. His 8th point of the evening. The foul was called on Will Kern, his 4th. So the only Lancer really in deep foul trouble right now. Jack Durst checks in for the Vikings.
All right, Eric Rhymes on the line.
Charlie Moreland checks in for the Lancers. A chance to make it a 3-point play and go on a quick 6-0 run here. Ball scrambled for, and will be picked up by the Lancers.
Keelan Bolton coming down hard. Oh, and passes it off.
Looked like it was Curlbaum. It was Curlbaum. Gets his 7 points of the evening. We're going to have a foul before the shot.
Yeah, but Ring Ring showing off his dunking skills. Fortunately, does not go through.
Foul was called on number 15, Kenny Meeks, only his 2nd personal. At the line, shooting to number 15, Eric Rhymes.
Meeks' 2nd personal foul, 17. Freshman, 1-on-1. Entering the lineup for the Vikings, number 5, Emilio Elliott.
Checking in for the Vikings, number 5, Emilio Elliott Jr. 6:54 to go in this game. 13 points, was as big large as 19 at one point.
Eric Rhymes averaging 12 points per game. That's a pretty impressive score per game.
It is. He's very much of the team leader so far, as we can demonstrate tonight from this West team. His 2nd free throw attempt is up. It's good. So, Shawnee Mission West has gone this quick 8-0 run to make it only an 11-point game, but time's not on their side. They did this, though. They're down 14 going to the 3rd. Now they're only down 11, so they picked up the 3 points already. We're going to have a timeout called by the Lancers. A good timeout there to slow it down. Remind your team that you have a large lead. You can take the time needed to get that shot.
Timeout.
6:43 to go. And ladies and gentlemen, the next SMSD basketball broadcast will be February 20th at Shawnee Mission North High School. The Indians from North will take on the Pioneers of Leavenworth High School. The girls' game tips off at 5:30 p.m. and the boys' action should take the court around 7 p.m. Catch all the actions right here on the Shawnee Mission Sports Network. We'll hope you tune in for that game just a week from tonight. As this will be the last time North plays Leavenworth for a while as Leavenworth is transferring out of the Sunflower League, and they're going into their own league that they created with high schools such as DeSoto, Shawnee Heights, Lansing, and a couple others. A good move, I would say, by Leavenworth going into some of their own 5A schools. They've been in the 6A division for the entirety of my high school career, so it's good that they'll be able to play some of their competitors with the same school size.
Definitely. I did not know about that district change, or not necessarily district change, league change. Should be a good, interesting shakeup for those teams. All right. Turning back to basketball, Keelan Bolton's at the top for the Shawnee Mission East Lancers.
A three-pointer off the mark, rebounded by Emilio and fouled by Meeks. That's Meeks' third foul. And right now they're in the 1-and-1 for West, something you don't want to do because they can score points while that clock is stopped. You want that clock to keep running, because when you're on the road, you never know what can happen in these type of situations. Emilio at the line for a 1-and-1 crucial points here to make this under 10 points if you can make them both.
Shawnee Mission West has indeed done an amazing job of just recouping and taking back their stadium, but Shawnee Mission East Lancers are still up 11 points, so can they make back that 11 points that they're still down?
As Kellen Bolton gets the ball, he knows what Sean has told him. Slow it down.
Coach Hare, a great coach for the Shawnee Mission East Lancers. I remember about this time last year, 2 years ago, Sean Hare participated in a competition in which he had to shave off of all of his hair. So for the time being, he was Coach No Hair.
Always funny puns. Funny puns from Matthew. That foul was called on number 5, Emilio, his second. Excuse me, his second foul. We have another foul called here.
Exciting game so far. Definitely. If you're not here, then thanks for tuning in, SMSD TV. But the energy in here is ecstatic. We got the potential for West to take the lead, all while Shawnee Mission East keeps making baskets.
That foul was called on Emilio, his third, so he picks up 2 quick fouls. And you don't bench him now with 3 when you're down by 11, but definitely if he hits that 4th foul, you're going to have to think about benching him. Meeks makes the second, gives him 14 points on the evening with 5:50 to go here.
Pausing the time for a little bit, letting the ball roll. Not a bad idea.
Want to conserve every second you can in these type of situations. Finds the open man, Hood for 3, and it's good!
Drains it.
For Markel Hood. His first basket of the evening.
The crowd loved that.
And now we are sub-double digits. 9 points lead for the Lancers. And he is fouled by Emilio. I think it's either going to be Emilio or Dorst. They're going to call the foul, on Jack Durst. His third, a silent release though for the Vikings. If that foul was on Emilio, that would be number 4.
Number 23, Noah Curlbaum, just made that first free throw, but he's got one more.
He'll be at the line for one more free throw attempt. It's up. It's good. Both good by Noah Curlbaum. Checking in for the Lancers, number 14, Ben Dollar, with 5:24 to go. So roll the ball, trying to conserve seconds. You say on average that would conserve about 3 seconds, but in the end, that's all that can matter.
You try and save as much time, but as you said, Matt, in the end, everything gets counted up. Counted down, I guess.
Kick to the corner. They're playing the long ball, passing. Another 3 is good!
Seems like those long ball passes do indeed pay off.
And that 3-pointer was good by number 15, Eric Rhymes. That gets him 13 on the evening. And those long cross-court passes, creating open three-point looks, which they weren't hitting in the first half, but this half they have. But East responds with a three-point basket by number 11, Jack Showman. So the perfect response.
Amazing three-pointers here tonight. And that's exactly what West needs, but if East keeps doing that, then they're just going to have to keep responding. So
foul called there. Looks like it'll be on number 15. Eric Rhymes will get the pitch call from the referee. Hood try to go down there and shoot another three to try to respond. Unable to get that to drop, though.
Sometimes playing the three-point game isn't always the smartest. Sometimes you're going to want to take it just a bit slow, although Shawnee Mission West does not have a lot of time.
That ball goes in from Bolton.
In the game for the Vikings, number 1, Wesley Clark, replacing Jack Durst.
Wesley Clark checks in for Jack Durst for the Vikings. Bolton's second free throw is up, and it is in and out, rebounded by Ring. Ring drives in the post and will be fouled.
Foul on Shawnee Mission East, number 32, Andy Maddox.
Foul called on number 32, Andy Maddox, his second. Team foul number 9 at the line, shooting 2 will be Ring.
Shawnee Mission East racking up a lot of fouls in this half.
It's up. It's good for Ring. Gives them 16 on the evening.
You might be able to hear the Shawnee Mission West band play their little tune after a successful free throw attempt.
Ball's up and no good. Rebounded by the Lancers, number 32, Andy Maddox.
Keenan Bolton has the ball, passes it over to Schumann.
They drive in, and another foul is called. I don't agree with that foul. That's just a play-on foul.
Fortunately, my view is blocked, so I didn't get to see, and I can't really add in my input on whether that foul was good or not. But from the crowd reaction, doesn't sound like it.
That foul was called on number 35. Ring, his third. Free throw off the mark, though, from Maddox. He'll shoot one more.
It's Ben Dollar at the line.
Correction, my bad. Ben Dollar at the line. One more free throw. Off the mark, rebounded by Markel Hood. West trying to find a space to pull in. They're down by 11. Now make it down by 9. Markel Hood with the basket. Bolton drives in, ball up, ball goes off the rim. So a 9-point game with 3:30 to go. The kick out to Grimes, he makes it. Cameron Sutherland with the outlet pass. Gets the basket and timeout Shawnee Mission East.
The energy is growing in here, ladies and gentlemen.
Makes it a 7-point game.
Full timeout.
Turning to the game for the Lancers, number 23, Noah Curlbaum. Number 15, Zane Heath.
.323 to go in this game. West has pulled back. They've been down as much as a 19 at one point. They trailed coming into the third. They're down 16, 49 to 33. They pulled within 7. They've done a good job this quarter of hitting their 3-point shots and also creating space on the inside and playing great defense on the back end, not allowing East to get their easy opportunities like they were getting in the first half.
As I said, excitement is in the air. Lots of high-octane basketball playing. Now both teams are expected by their fans to be to win in this case.
.323 to go. be Shawnee Mission East basketball, number 11, Jack Showman, to pass the rock. If you're East, take some time off the clock.
They're going to want to try their best to draw as much time as they can. Keelan Bolton at the top.
And Keelan Bolton looks like he pushed off, but
is there a foul?
I don't see a foul called. Looks like the ball just went out of bounds and will remain East basketball with 3:10 to go.
Coach Air excited as always. Keelan Bolton back at the top, passes it all the way over to number 23, Noah Crowbaum. Pass it again, Charlie Moreland. Keelan Bolton at the bottom. Say what you want about Shawnee Mission West, they do have a lot of guys excited to be guarding all these other people. They've got a lot of man coverage on these guys.
As East trying to spread them out on the floor, but West doing a good job of not allowing any Swiss cheese.
No
Holes
Swiss
down
cheese.
the middle.
All American cheese here.
They like to keep it whole, and that's going to be a foul called on the Vikings.
Number 15, Eric Grimes.
Eric Grimes. His second personal, 18 at the line for the Lancers, number 23. Noah Crowbaum.
Not a bad foul because there only is a 1-and-1, so if he misses the front end, it's a good idea, but he makes the first one. Makes the lead, 59 to 51, 2:37 to go. The second free throw is up. It is no good, rebounded by Ring with 2:35 to go.
All right, Shawnee Mission West with the ball, kind of in the middle.
Good defense though, as Kellen Bolton gets his hands on Markel Hood's ball in that situation, causing a jump ball. That will be a Lancer possession. Good defense there.
You know, both defenses have come a long way. Shawnee Mission East, we've seen their defense the entire game has been great. Shawnee Mission West, although coming up this quarter, another round of great defense. I think both teams are in the same boat in terms of their defensive strategies. They're only growing.
As we just see a steal there by West, trying to get back in the game, down 8 with 2:18 to go. The three from the corner, off the mark, tipped around, given to number 13, who puts it in. That is number 13, Cameron Southern. We have another timeout. A timeout by Shawnee Mission West this time. As we're coming into the last 2 minutes and 6 seconds of play here, Shawnee Mission West has come back to cut this lead to 6. It'll be East basketball here with just 2:06 to go. As they try to get back in this game, they're down as much. After the end of the third quarter, it was 49 to 33. They've really put their mark in on this quarter to get back in this game.
Yeah, definitely. With Shawnee Mission West within 10 points of the Lancers, made a great comeback. Only 2 minutes left, so let's see what they can do. As the time for timeout runs out, we have Shawnee Mission East throwing in the ball.
Bolton with the ball 2 minutes ago. I expect East to take 30, 45 seconds off the clock before they take a shot. And a made basket here could almost end this game. Right now it's a 2-possession. Any type of points added would make it a 3-possession game. Good athletic play by Bolton to keep it alive.
Bolton's got it, coming around, coming down, passes it back out.
Now it looks like East is going to play keep away. A 3-point from Bolton, off the mark, rebounded by East though. Jack Showman with the rebound.
It's one thing to play keep away, but it's another thing to try and show off how good of a basketball player you are. And thankfully, I think all of these guys on the court today can show off their skills. They're just such great players.
Minute and 10 to go. West down by 6. They need a basket here. They need to score in every possession or to have a shot to come back in this game. 1 minute to go. 1 minute.
Basketball's flying across, up and down the court.
The three-point basket is up and no good. Meeks with the rebound. He's going to kick it back out, and you got to foul if you're West. If the 10-second trap does not work, you got to foul. And a timeout called by Sean Heron East, and he does not look too happy.
Shawnee Mission East, goal, timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, join us for a fundraiser to support Broadmoor Bistro and the Shawnee Mission School District. Visit the Pizzeria Locale Oak Park location. This directions are at 11875 West 95th Street. The date is Tuesday, February 20th from 4 to 10 p.m. If you mention this fundraiser, 50% of your purchase will be donated to Broadmoor Bistro's Shawnee Mission School District program. So come enjoy dough to help other people make dough.
More great puns by the Shawnee Mission School District.
Always gotta get the puns in there.
All right, we have just under 45 seconds left in this game. Shawnee Mission West was down a ton, but they have come back just a little bit, just enough for the Lancers to be scared. And if I were the Lancers, I would definitely keep an eye out on this team.
They go with the home run pass to Bolton, wide open. Oh, misses the layup though. West with the ball, down by 6, 35 to go. He drives, he loses his feet, but he's bailed out with the foul.
Exciting, high-octane basketball playing here.
What a turn of events there. Foul called on number 21, Charlie Moreland, his first at the line, shooting to number 24, Markel Hood, to try to make this a 4-point basketball game. It's up. It's off the mark. He gets 2 though, trying to make this a 5-point game now.
It's very tense in here.
It's
and
good.
The basket is good. Shawnee Mission East tries to go down. They're being pressed hard by the West Vikings.
The foul's called. Be a 1-and-1, the last 1-on-1 opportunity here for the Vikings. Foul called on number 1, Wesley Clark, who's been pretty ineffective tonight due to his foul trouble. He had 3 fouls in the first half and just picked up his 4th. It's a 1-and-1, rebounded though by East. Great job of keeping the ball alive, and they're going to be fouled. Number 21, Charlie Moreland, is fouled on the play, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be Markel Hood's 4th personal foul.
Charlie Moreland at the line, shoots, and it is good. Shawnee Mission East 60, Shawnee Mission West 54, just a 6-point game. That is 2 3-pointers. If Shawnee Mission West can make the 2 3-pointers, it would be tied. That is math.
Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, Matthew.
The 3 is up and no good. Bolton with the ball, trying to keep it away as much as possible. They don't foul. The pass down to number 11, Jack Showman. And we're going to count the basket.
Shawnee Mission East seems to be showing off almost. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen such great basketball playing by high schools in all of Kansas land. So this is just a great game to watch if you're a Lancer fan.
With 7 seconds to go. Of 1 free throw, and then probably 1 more West possession, and this game will be in the books. up, and it is good for number 11. 5 seconds to go. The shot for 3. It's good from number 15.
And that is the game.
Final score 63-59. Pretty close to my prediction of 65 to 60, so I'm pretty happy with that. But overall, just a good game played by East. Let's try to get back in there. You got to give them credit for that. But at the end of the day, East just overpowered them and was able to come home with the victory.
You know, Shawnee Mission West played well. The Vikings, they had set their ship sails to victory, but unfortunately, they got on a rough path. Lancers took a stab at it, ended up with a victory.
Vikings definitely did have a big comeback, coming down from how many points?
They're down by 19 at one point.
19.
You cannot ignore that. That is such a good comeback. It was just unfortunate that they couldn't get more.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to throw it over to Josh Sherfy, who has the winning coach. Take it away, Josh.
Josh Sherfy, and we're here with Shawnee Mission East head basketball coach Sean Hare. Coach, it got a little nervy at the end. What allowed you guys to pull it out at the end of the game?
I think finally they just missed some shots. We didn't play very great down the stretch. Missed a lot of layups, missed a lot of free throws. We got to work on that. Got to be able to close out games. But I'm really proud of my team. Team did a great job competing for about 3.5 quarters.
Coming into the end of the season, obviously you want to see your teams putting together 4-quarter performances. What are you going to work on in practice in the coming weeks to make sure you guys are prepared coming up for the tournaments ahead?
I think down the stretch, more than anything else, we got to work on handling the ball, and we got to work on making layups. You can't miss layups in big games.
Thank you very much, Coach. Good luck for the rest of the year. Thank you.
Thank you for your coverage. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Josh, with that intake. Back down the studio, I'm Matthew Owens.
I'm Samantha Brewer.
I'm Matthew Trechek.
And we just saw with this a very impressive performance from both teams. West getting down by 19, they come back, they push it to a nail biter at the end, make the you see East has this walk in the park in the fourth quarter, but they're challenged. That's almost a good thing because it prepares them for facing some of the tougher competition that they will face if they advance into the state tournament at Koch Arena. But, ladies and gentlemen, our time with you has come to an end. For Matthew Owens,
Samantha Brewer.
Matthew Trechek.
I hope you enjoyed tonight's game. Make sure you tune in next week for our broadcast of Shawnee Mission North versus the Leavenworth Pioneers. Enjoy your evening.